So this story here is one of the stories where I definitely realized the benefits that I have and where other people would pay astronomical money to experience what I'm experiencing right now, and I was just taking it for granted. So this story was about Lollapalooza. It was July 27th, 2003. And just as a side note, I used to remember the date of every single concert. You could tell me a concert that happened 5 years before, and I'd be able to tell you the exact date. At this point in time, I don't recall most of them. And a lot of times nowadays, I don't even remember who the hell's going on stage that night when I'm there. But this I remember clear as day. 2003. It was Jane's Addiction was the headliner for Lollapalooza. There was Queens of the Stone Age, Billy Talent, Jurassic 5. I think I said Audio Slave already. I don't recall who else was there, but this part I clearly remember. So it's a long day, and I'm there. One of the other ops guys that worked there at the time. This is in Camden at the time it was called the Susquehanna Bank Center, and yeah, Lollapalooza. I'm the GM at the time, and there was an ops guy, and it was hot. It was one of those brutal days, and production had this tent set up outside in the back loading dock area. So the way the venue worked is, the loading dock ended up right onto the stage, and then, they'd unload all the tractor trailers onto the stage, and there was this open area kind of behind where the trucks are all parked, and I don't know what's going on with this tent. It's blocked off. There's air conditioning outside of it. You can tell the big, the machines are there for the air conditioning, and the tent had couches in there. There's a drum set, some other stuff. So me and this ops guy go and just wander into this tent just to get out of the heat and just to sit down for a couple minutes. It was one of those days. It was brutal. You're running around like an idiot all day long, sweating, dealing with a million problems, drunk people everywhere, and we just sat down on a couch, and somebody walks in and sits down at the drum set, starts playing on the drums a little bit. The next thing you know, the entire Jane's Addiction is playing. They're playing Ozzy, they're playing War Pigs, and Perry Farrell's on a exercise bike outside of the tent, but the tent doors are opened up. They had a couple stripper dancer type girls that were on the stage for part of their part of their set, and they were in there dancing, and we're just on the couch chilling, and they're just playing, just having a good. We're sitting there having a personal performance. They're playing War Pigs is what they started off with, Black Sabbath, and then just started practicing, just playing. And Perry Farrell's out on a exercise bike with a bottle of wine, drinking out of the bottle. And I just turned it over to him, and I'm like, do you know how much money people would pay to be in our shoes right now? And he looked over at me and he goes, I was just thinking the same thing. And we sat there for a good 25 minutes, half hour, until they got up and left and went and took the stage. And it was just one of those things that at the time of doing it, we weren't saying a peep. We were just sitting there, and they didn't care we were in there. But if you were to go walk into that tent while they're sitting there practicing, that would be, hell to pay. But I guess, we're allowed to be back there. We're there chilling. They didn't ask any questions. We didn't ask any questions. We didn't bother them. Just sat there and enjoyed the show. And so that was one of those moments that I recognize as, holy crap, what I just got to experience there. So anyway, that was one I just felt like I'd share. I'll think of some more and let you guys know. If you like these stories too, Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on. I'd like to start, just telling more of these stories that I have up here in my head and let people know them. A lot of them I've never told other people, I'm sure. I just experience them, and I'll just let them go as they come here. So I'll see you next time.